So I wanted to recap and talk a little bit more about HIV and maybe also a little bit about the coronavirus. So they both had origins in another animal species. So this is rare, but it happens. Viruses mutate. One of the reasons viral diseases and bacterial diseases are pretty hard to deal with is because they have this high mutation rate, this high change rate. As they change, or as the viruses infect us or bacteria infect us, we develop medications, vaccinations, etc. A lot more on vaccinations coming up. But the virus changes, and the old vaccination may not work for the mutated virus. This is why we have flu vaccinations each year, because the flu virus is mutating. One of the reasons, as we'll see, HIV is very difficult to treat with medications, very difficult, because of its high mutation rate. As medications were seemingly effective, the mutated form of the virus would be immune to those medications. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. Well, both HIV and the coronavirus, again, they jump species, probably coronavirus from a bat to a person, and then HIV from chimpanzees to people. Well, let's take a look at HIV. I just want to recap the important structures and what those structures do. I want you to know this, and yes, you are going to be responsible for this in a real sort of way, meaning testing way. We will see each other again. Make no doubt about it. So take responsibility here. Go through this. Get comfortable with the information. So let's see here. HIV. So we've got an outer We've got an outer envelope covering. This envelope here is, I'm just going to put ENV. This envelope is similar to a cell membrane. So it's similar to a cell membrane, a phospholipid bilayer-like material. Also, we've got these specialized protein structures which are sticking off of the envelope. These specialized protein structures, what do they do? Call it out. Look like little mushroom-like structures. They're not. So these are protein-like structures which act as the key to unlock the immune cell. Now, these are proteins. The proteins are coded for by the viral genes. The viral genes mutate, so a mutation could result in these proteins being altered in certain ways, which then maybe would make them adaptable to a slightly different type of cell, possibly. Well, what's on the inside here? On the inside, we're going to have two strands of RNA. So here's our RNA. And on the inside, we're also going to have several helper enzymes which help the virus replicate once it infects that immune cell. So what are we going to see out here? We got the famous reverse transcriptase. So this is reverse transcriptase. I'll abbreviate here. What does that reverse transcriptase do? What does it do? What does it do? It's going to reverse transcribe viral RNA into viral DNA. What else do we have on the inside here? I'm running out of different colors, but we have another enzyme, and this is integrase. So integrase. The name tells you what it does. It is important in integrating the viral DNA into the host DNA. What else do we have here? We've got another enzyme. Make it a little bit of a different shape. This other enzyme is called protease. This protease enzyme is important for the replication of the virus when the virus is about to become mature, or let me state it this way. This protease is responsible for ultimately producing a mature virus which can then go out and infect different living cells, different immune cells. So take a look here. Let me clean this up a little bit. So here we have the reverse transcriptase. Here we have the viral envelope. Notice we have the protein-like structures. So I'll put, this is the quote-unquote key that unlocks the immune cell. It tricks the immune cell to letting the virus move to the inside. All right. Well, we're going to talk about how scientists have gotten a hold of medications and what medications are useful in the treatment of HIV. I would mention this. How is HIV transmitted? This is a sexually transmitted disease. I want you to know the modes of transmission. So this is sexually transmitted. It can also be transmitted from mom to unborn baby. So if mom's infected, the baby can also be infected. It can also be transmitted with blood transfusions. So people that were dealing with hemophilia maybe were receiving blood transfusions back in the early 1980s, and they inadvertently received the HIV virus. Of course, one of the famous people out there in the world who has HIV is living with it, but he's a testament to the miracle of modern medicine and research. Magic Johnson, famous Hall of Fame basketball player. He's been HIV positive for over 20 years. And the medications that he takes keeps viral replication to an absolute minimum. He's still infected. An important part of our next discussion is going to be what exactly did scientists do? What were the medications and how did those medications work that slowed down viral replication in HIV? It's fascinating. And again, it's a testament to modern technology. These scientists who do this sort of work and who do cancer research, the Cancer Warrior, which we watched in class, I mean, these are truly heroes, and I mean truly heroes.